Morning, everyone. Hi, this is Coach Nino again here from Max Flex Fitness. Today we're going to work on balance, we're going to work on some core, we're going to work on some movements in different planes of motion just to kind of help you to learn how to move naturally, moving outside, moving around your house, to build some strength, some balance, some core to help you do different movements throughout the day. All right? So we're going to get started with just some simple single leg balance, okay? So what I want you to do is go ahead and just nice and tall posture. And I want you to place the load on your left leg. See where I have a slight bend in my knee and my hip, all right? I'm keeping my core nice and tight. I have really good posture, and we're going to focus on maybe a 5 to 10 second single leg balance. I want you to place the load on the middle of your foot. Balance is very important, all right? Just to prevent injuries or to overcome injuries as well. Okay, you can go ahead and let's switch. Okay. You'll probably feel a little bit of a burn in through your hip and in through your calf. Hold on that balance. Make sure you're breathing. Very important to draw the navel towards the spine. Okay, which is here. Keeping that core nice and tight. Working on that posture. Okay. Very good. Now, balance is something you can work on throughout the house when you're brushing your teeth, or just working around the house. So you can work on that single leg balance. All right. Now I'm going to take this a little bit further. All right. Now, if you have a chair around you, use a chair. We're going to work on a single leg squat balance. All right. Now, I'm not going to use a chair, but if you have a chair around the house, I want you to you can just work on that balance, and I'm going to bend from my knee and my hip. I'm going to touch. And I'm going to come right back up. I'll do a couple more on the left side. Breathe in as you go down. Breathe out as you go up. Now, if you're able to do this, that's great. All right. If you need to touch the ground to reset, that's fine too. I'll do one more. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm really placing the load on my glute and my quad. All right, to build strength in there, but work on my balance. It's a little bit more of a progression from the single-legged balance. Now again, Blue Zones is all about moving naturally, all right? So you notice I don't really have a lot of gym equipment with me. These are exercises I could do around the house, and they're based off a lot of different modalities like yoga, Tai Chi, working on your breathing techniques, right? I'll do one more. And nice. Ooh, check that out. Feel that burn, right? All right, so again, you can do that exercise at home or using a chair, or if you don't feel comfortable with that, just stick to the single-legged balance, okay? I know a lot of us tend to have lower back issues, shoulder issues, all right? So this actually is a yoga movement. It's to be done on the ground, all right? So if you have a mat or if you're home, just go ahead and take it on the ground, all right? I'm working on core engagement. So you see where I have my hands right underneath my shoulders like this? Drawing that navel towards the spine. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to tuck in my core and my chin so I feel my abdominals engaged, but I also feel a rounding in my upper shoulder. So breathe in, breathe out, and look up to the sky so I feel a nice rounding in my lower back. What I'm doing is I'm necessarily lubricating my spine and my lower back. You see that tempo I work at? That really nice slow tempo. Breathe in. Breathe out. It's all about that relaxation. Breathe in. And breathe out. So again, that exercise is good for about maybe 10 to 15 repetitions. A great exercise to do in the morning, just to kind of get the body loosened up a little bit. And if you have lower back issues, it's a great exercise, okay? Our third exercise is going to be a cobra. Again, another yoga movement, right? But does not necessarily have to be done while you're doing yoga. So again, that exercise is going to be done on the ground, okay? That's such. Now you see where my back of my hand is facing right to the sky. I'm just going to go ahead and just lift it slightly. Feel my low back engaged. Down nice and slow. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel my shoulder blades really opening up. We'll do 5 more because this feels good. 1, 2. Good. Feel that lower back warmed up in my upper back, shoulders. Okay, 2 more. Last one. All right. All right, so you feel it warmed up yet? I am. All right. Feeling good. Okay, so these exercises do not necessarily have to be done on the ground. If you feel comfortable just standing, you're more than welcome to stand as such or as such. Okay? All right, now we're going to get into some core work. All right? Very important. You know, when I work with my clients, I make sure that I warm them up first, just like we did in our previous videos, and then we move into balance and core work, just so we can keep the pace going as far as our workouts are concerned. We need the body to to warm up to be able to move naturally properly. All right, so I'm going to start this from the ground. Now I'm just going to hold side plank. Now, if you have a tough time with your shoulders, I do not recommend this. Okay, so I'm on my elbow, my hands here, I'm stable throughout my shoulders, or I can drop my knee. Now, if you'd like to switch, you can go ahead and just take it here into side plank, whatever you feel comfortable. I'm going to hold this for about 10 to 15 seconds, feeling this in through my side, my oblique muscle. Again, very important for building strength in the lower back. For posture, 3, 2, 1, relax. All right, let's do the other side. Okay, these are great workouts. Okay, here, so I'm keeping it nice and tight. If I wanted to take it back, I can just take it to the ground. Again, I'm still feeling shoulder and throughout oblique. I'm going to hold that for another 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Great for shoulder stability. If you have any type of shoulder injuries, these are great for building strength. Just take it one step at a time. They're great for building stability into that shoulder capsule. All right. Speaking of shoulders, I'm sure some of us have done this before. I want you to take it in that goalpost position, and we're going to do what they call an internal external rotation. Yes. Breathe in, breathe out. If you ever had any type of shoulder issues, the orthopedic surgeon told you to do these. Okay? So it's great for rotator cuff, okay, shoulder, any type of neck injury. I'm not taking anything overhead, but just really lubricating those shoulder blades, getting the fluid going in my joints. Okay? These are great exercises for just relaxation, to get the body relaxed, feeling good, getting you to de-stress for the day. We'll do a couple more. 3, 2, feeling good, and last one. Okay, great, awesome. Now we're going to talk about planes of motion a little bit. Planes of motion means that sometimes we have to work forward, whether it's in everyday life, when we're at the office, we have to reach forward, pick up things. Sometimes we have to reach down and pick up things side to side. Sometimes we have to rotate, pick things up here. Okay? We're going to work on side to side, which would be a lateral movement. Okay? Very important to build those muscles that are congruent to my different planes of motion. So we're going to work on lateral lunge. Really, hands to the side. What I want you to do is just to take a step to the side. My toes are pointed straight ahead, and I'm just going to go ahead and place the load right in the back of my hip, my glute, and then just take a step right back up. So I'm working a stretch in through my inner thigh on my left side, but also building strength into my quad and my hip on the other side. Great exercises. Remember, posture is so important. You know, doing these exercises will build better posture for you. Okay, always think, my shoulders square, my hips square. Okay, do I feel this someplace where I don't really want to? Hopefully not the case. Okay, give me one more. Okay, fantastic. Nice. Okay, let's take it to the other side for about 5 seconds. Take that step. Okay. Now you're going to tell when you're doing a lot of these exercises, one side is going to feel tighter than the other. That's okay. Sometimes we're either right or left leg dominant. Okay. Let's do a couple more. Okay, place the load on the middle of my foot. All right. 3, 2, last one. And yes. Okay, awesome. All right. So now you should feel like the body's warming up. We're getting ready for your day. You're ready to move naturally. You feel good for your families. You feel like you're at your best. You're living your best. So I'll see you on the next video where we're going to have a little bit more fun. See you then. I know your heart rates are pumping right now. All right, the body's warmed up. We worked on some balance. We worked on some core. We did our warm up. Now we're ready to really get it going. All right. So I don't want you to be afraid. All right. We're going to work on something called dynamic movement, which is moving naturally. Whether we're jumping or running or just hopping around, we're always moving naturally. It could be exercise or just playing with the kids or playing with the grandkids. We're moving naturally, but we are moving dynamically, whether you think that or not. All right? Very important. So we also worked on some planes of motion in our last video too. So we're going to cover a little bit of that as well. Very important when we're doing stuff around the house, whether we're in the office, we're playing around, that we are efficient when we move around in different planes. When we're reaching and rotating, moving side to side. You want to be in the best shape as far as moving as possible. All right, so we're going to get started. This is the fun stuff, all right? But again, it's for anybody, all right? Just trust me on that, all right? The first one we're going to do is axe chop, all right? So this is awesome for building strength in your core, rotating muscles, and I want you to go at your own pace. I want to pretend like I have a little ball in my hand. What we call is loading the hip. You see where I load my hip back? A lot of times I'll see people kind of rotate the knee in. I'm just placing my hip back, just like I'm placing it in a cylinder. I'm here, and I'll do that from a side view. I'm here, I have that little bit of a ball, and I'm going to go ahead and take it over my shoulder. Just like I'm playing golf. So it's a low to high chop. Do you remember when, we'll do a couple more. And I breathe in, breathe out. Do you remember in our last exercise when we did the cat to camel and I engaged my abdominals? I want you to do the same thing when we're doing this exercise. That'll help protect your lower back. So I'm loading the hip. We're breathing in, breathe out. And I brace, okay? I brace my core muscles. Okay, if you love to play golf, this is it, right? And notice where I'm rotating that foot, okay? It's called the kinetic chain. So everything's moving from the ground to my shoulders, ground up, efficiently, naturally. And last one, awesome, right? Very good for working anything that you do rotationally. And it's for everybody, like I was saying, all right? So we work rotationally. Now some of us might know this exercise. It's called an ice skater, okay? And I'm gonna show you your modifications for that. The first one I'm gonna show you is a dynamic modification. It's incorporating my arms and my legs at the same time, but having fun. So I'm gonna take one foot behind me. See where I have that arm in an ice skater position, and I'm just gonna hop. And I get some speed going, get smooth, and I'm fluid, right? Breathe in, breathe out. So now I'm gonna go a little bit more dynamic. And if I just want to slow it down, I'm just moving side to side. I'm moving laterally. Okay, so I'm not jumping out in front, just I'm nice and slow and I'm gliding. I'm building strength in my hip and my glute. Some of us might be weak in there. We'll do a couple more. And glide. That's it, good. These are great movements, a lot of fun. These are great to do with your kids, with your grandkids too, just to get them active as well, all right? Okay, now we're actually gonna work on a squat jump. I'll show you some modifications for that. I know some of us might say, jumping's not for me. Maybe it is, maybe it's not, but I'm gonna show you a way to be dynamic without jumping. The first one's gonna be a squat jump. Again, same thing, I'm loading my hip back, everything tracks. Now you see where my arms are back, okay? Just like that, athlete. My arms are back, I'm using my arms to propel my body up, and I hold. Breathe in, breathe out. Now, if you want to make it dynamic for yourself without jumping, it's my arms are back and then up. Bring it back down slow. Do a couple more of those. Up, bring it slow. So, I'm moving fast. Do a couple more. 1, 2, right? Okay. A lot of fun. Love this thing. All right, so that was our squat jump. We're going to work a dynamic push-up now. All right. Something that you could do against a wall or a chair, all right? But again, what I really want to focus on, I'm building power, all right? So it's very important to build that strength. It's very important to build the core flexibility. Power does have a big part of it too. So don't be afraid of that word power. It's just basically moving just a little bit stronger. So I'm gonna start off here in that push-up position. My core is tight. I'm gonna, again, you can do this against the wall if you want. What I'm gonna do is go to the ground, touch, and then up. Touch, and then up. Touch, and then up. Awesome, come on. Really push up that body. Do a couple more. Last one. All right. Now that could be something you can work towards, all right? You don't have to necessarily start up with that all right away. I know some of us might be a little afraid, they don't want to get injured. That's okay, but just take it back to where you feel comfortable. Or the regular push-up will be fine, okay? All right, simple as this. We're just gonna do a jumping jack, right? Just a regular jumping jack. I do see a lot of people when they do jumping jacks, sometimes their legs will go out and their arms come in. What I want you to do is all the way out. Everything moves out. Breathe in, breathe out. Or if you want to do one leg at a time, that's fine too. We can do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. We're getting ready for a little cool down here. Heart rate's getting going. Last exercise is just that dynamic butt kicker, which works in through your hamstring. All right, so modification for that will just be here. But if you want to make it a little bit more, let's just pump it up. Pump it up. Get those arms going. Get those hamstrings going. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more. Come on. 1, 2. Heart rate's going. 3, 4, 5. Wow. Great workout. Really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video. We'll work a little bit more of a cool down or maybe some different types of exercises just to keep you moving naturally. Max Flex Fitness. You can find us at fitnesscoachnino.com. I look forward to seeing you in the next edition, and you guys stay healthy.